Morning, students. I am Lizelle Cordova. Just called me Teacher Rizal. For short, I came from Bungan Lingig, Surigao del Sur. So I am your teacher for today. So how are you today, students? Okay, very good. What day is today? Very good. Before we start our discussion for today, let's have a prayer first.
Angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom His love commits me here. Ever this day, be at my side, to light and guard, to rule and guide. Amen.
Students, please follow our rules. So number 1, respect each other. Number 2, listen to your teacher. And number 3, raise your right hand if you have some questions or if you want to answer. Let's be clear. Okay, very good. So our discussion for today is all about multiplying fractions and mixed forms. Here's our objectives. At the end of this lesson, the grade 6 pupils must be able to: number 1, multiply the fractions and mixed forms. Number 2, learn all the steps in multiplying fraction and mixed form. Number 3, solve problems involving multiplying fractions and mixed on a given fraction. How to multiply fractions and mixed forms? The first step will be to multiply fraction and simple mixed forms. You need to change first the mixed form into improper fractions. Then, multiply the numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. Then, last, reduce to its possible lowest terms, where the numerator and denominator belongs. Okay, I have here an example. Like for example, 1/2 multiplied by 2/3. The numerator will be find at the upper part of the fraction, which is the 1 and 2. Then the denominator will be found in the lowest fraction, which is 2 or 3. 2 and 3. So how are we going to multiply this fraction? 1/2 multiplied by 3. You need to multiply first, which is 1 multiplied by 2. So 1 times 2 is equals to 2. Then after you multiply the numerator, you will going to multiply also the denominator, which is 2 times 3. So 2 times is equals to 6. Okay. Then after that, the answer of 1/2 multiplied by 2/3 is 2 over 6. Then after, you will going to think one number which can be divided both numerator and denominator, which is 2 over 6. So the answer will be 2. So you are going to divide 2 divided by 2 is equals to 1. Then 6 divided 2 is equals to 3. So the final answer will be 1/3. Did you understand? Before we start our activities, let's have first a mathematics song. Are you ready? Okay.
M-A-T-H, M-A-T-H,
Very good. Okay, let's have an oral recitation. I am going to present two things, then you will going to multiply it. Okay? Did you understand? Okay, I have number 1. So if you want to answer, just raise your right hand. So number 1, I have here a 9 balls multiplied by 9 flowers. What is the answer? Jacob. Okay, very good. Number 2, I have here an 8 balloons multiplied by 9 chocolates. What is the answer? Marvin. Okay, very good. Number 3, I have here a 6 lollipop multiplied by 9 popsicle sticks. What is the answer? May. Okay, very good. Number 4, I have here 8 pencils multiplied by 8 ball pens. What is the product? Mark. Okay, very good. And the last, I have here an 8 crayons multiplied by 6 marbles. What is the product? Mike. Okay, very good. The answer for number 1 will be 81, number 2 will be 72, number 3 will be 54, and number 4 will be 64, and the last is 48. You're all very good. Class, how many of you here are helping at home during weekend? Very good. I am glad to know that all of you doing it. So I have here a picture that shows a boy with basket of vegetables taken from a garden. So if you are going to answer, just raise your right hand. What can you say about the picture? Okay, Jacob. Very good. The answer will be the picture shows the diligently and hard-working boy. So, another activity, let's have activity 1. For this activity, you will going to change the following mixed numbers into improper fractions. I gave you 5 minutes to answer this. Okay? Just answer it on your activity notebook. Then 5 minutes starts now. Okay, time's up. Exchange your paper to your seatmates because we're going to check your answer. Who will be going to answer number 1? Okay, Jacob, number 1. Number 2, Vincent. Number 3, Rose. And number 4 will be Mike. Okay, very good. The answer for number 1 is, the answer for number 2 is, and the answer for number 3 is, and the answer of number 4 is. Okay, let's move to activity 2. It is group activity. I am going to divide you in 3 groups. On this activity, you will be going to memorize the steps on multiplying fractions and mixed forms. Then after 3 minutes, you will going to recite the steps on the front. Okay? 3 minutes starts now. Okay, time's up. The first presenter will be Group 1, followed by Group 2, and then Group 3. Okay, since we have 25 minutes left before we end our class, let's try again to answer evaluation activity. Okay, I give you 10 minutes for that activity. Just answer it on your activity notebook. The instructions will be find the product and express the answer in lowest term if necessary. So 10 minutes starts now. Okay, time's up. Exchange your notebook. Who wants to answer number 1? Okay, Grace, number 2. Melanie, number 3. Mike, number 4. Mark, number 5. Eden. So very good. Since it's already time, I give you an assignment. Answer a whole sheet of paper. Then, tomorrow we will be going to check that. Okay, goodbye everyone and thank you for participating. So the content standard, the learner must be demonstrate on how to multiply fractions in mixed forms and how to solve those problems that involve multiplying fractions and mixed forms, and learner must need first to know the steps or ways before applying it to minimize errors. The performance standard, I observe that the learner actively participates in solving and multiplying fractions and mixed forms using problem solving, reasoning, and making connections with other information. They provide all constituents with evidence that students have met the content standards. So the learning competency will be learn to identify and enumerate the steps in multiplying fractions and mixed forms. Learn to solve the problems on a given situation or forms. Thank you.